Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo, what up, though, people? I'd like to welcome you back to the Keep the Casino podcast. As always, I'm your boy Brown. To the left, we got a dapper fella that's in the building. He kind of bullied his way to the show.
Had to.
State your name, player.
Oh, the one and only big player, Mike Mitchell.
Okay.
And hold on for the crowd to see we is shining today.
Okay.
Cowboy Nation.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? We shining today. Oh, you thought you was the only one?
That nigga wrist gonna fall out.
I came prepared because I knew what you was going to do. You know what I'm saying? We come shining today.
Hey, to the left, Big Mike, who we got?
Vito Purdy.
Vito Purdy today. Okay, shout out to that, Mr. Relevant. Shout out
Get
Kyle.
one win, he Purdy.
I told Kyle, I said Mike would
know.
be on the show. He said Mike is going to be in rare form. I said, I know. I'm going to take a shot to that early.
You want to take three of them. I've been getting a lot of disrespect up here.
Okay, shout out to that. If this your first time tuning in, please hit the sub button. Please hit the like button. Drop a comment. Let us know who needs an Uber. And please hit the bell so you can get notified. Let's start off with Deion Sanders. He just made a lot of headlines. His social media going crazy about him. He's leaving Jackson State for Colorado. You know, some people feel as though he sold them a movie because he said he was going to build the HBCUs up. Some people saying, you know, he wasn't making enough money, so he got to do what he got to do. What's your thoughts on it?
He did build HBCU up because they basically Jackson State was the talk of the town. They going to the championship, which they have probably most likely have never done.
Right.
He got number one recruits in there, which they would have never done.
Right.
And it ain't like he said, he said, I'm leaving Jackson State. I'm not leaving my people, meaning black people. And let's not act like have you seen Colorado roster? 95% of the people on there are black, and he's bringing all them top recruits. It's not like he's leaving them guys. He only been there 3 years, so some of them guys that are there were there before he got there. Right. So all them guys that they saying he abandoned, he's taking them guys with him.
Okay.
And on top of that, people just be looking for shit to complain about because at the end of the day, do they look at it like that when the white coaches do that? Matt Rule was the coach for Temple. He built Temple up. They started winning. He left for Bell because it's a bigger school, bigger name, which then he left for the NFL, which Deion is trying to do. And the motherfucker's going to look at him and say, oh, no, we're going to look over Deion because he winning, but he winning in Jackson State. Okay. So now he goes to a bigger name school with better competition so he can win.
Okay, what's your thoughts on it, Mike?
I'm mixed between the two. I believe he did what was best for him and his family. I believe you got to take the opportunities, especially at the dollar amount that they so-called say he's getting.
Right.
He's getting paid better than some NFL coaches. So you got to take the steps when they present themselves.
Right.
On the other hand, I understand what everybody is saying as far as him building up the program, which he did. They got more exposure than ever. I'm talking across the board.
Right.
He got game day to come out and check out everything. He built the facility he spent $250,000 his own money to rebuild the stadium down there.
Right.
So he did his part and he gave him an undefeated season.
Right.
But in my opinion, I think he sold himself short by taking what came first.
Right.
I believe, in my opinion, I get it. Black coaches got to take what comes their way because you never know when that opportunity is going to happen again. But I do believe if he would have waited 2-3 more years, don't get me wrong, the money always going to come first. That's what people got to realize. He even made a song about it.
Right.
The money going to come first.
Must be the money.
It's going to come first.
They said it wasn't about the money, though.
But in this point in his career, I believe he could have done a whole lot more as far as HBCUs across the board.
Right.
If he'd have stayed another 2 years.
Me and Vito was just talking about that, and that's how I feel. Like, I feel as though he built them up while he was there, but he was really building his resume up. And what I mean by that, because, Vito, you just said it. It ain't like it wasn't dudes there before he got there. Right, but if he came there, he brought all these top recruits with him, then he's leaving and taking them with him, he didn't build them up. He's leaving them exactly the way they were before he got there. He did get him a championship.
So that's building them up.
Okay, but what I'm saying is building them up means bringing a lot more to HBCU. And I feel like what Mike just said, if he stay 2-3 more years, you start getting more top recruits that come to Jackson State. That's going to make more other guys want to play against them guys. Other coaching jobs may become available. You may get a couple other big names. That's all you need is names. Even look with Penny Hardaway. He came right to Memphis and started getting top recruits on the strength of his name. That's all HBCU need is to build it up that way, and eventually you'll get some type of deals where you're going to get money. They don't have no deals right now. They're not getting no money.
But
compete with anybody.
You're not taking consideration the fact of him being there and what he done in the 3 years more than anybody's most likely ever done.
And I'm not taking that away. But what I'm saying when y'all say build it up is false.
You ain't let me finish.
But let me add one more thing now. Not only that, right? Everybody that was just looking at Jackson State. Like, damn, I might go play for Deion. They're no longer in the mix. They no recruits. It's back to the normal. So that's what I'm saying. So that lets
you show how much he built that school up. Because if he's gone,
But he could have built the whole HBCU up.
Let me finish. No, he couldn't. Let me finish this.
Everything is copycat.
But at the end of the day, you saying build up. Think about the players that are still there. Maybe the ones that don't come. The exposure he gave them is putting eyes on Jackson State. So it's guys on that team that would have never been noticed by any other school that can now transfer to a bigger name school on the strength of Deion.
So I'm going to give y'all this little insight. For one, Deion, in my opinion, if you want to be technical, he never had to choose an HBCU. He could have went to a smaller team like Temple and build them up and then moved on. He never had to choose an HBCU. So him choosing an HBCU was enough in itself.
Right. But
it was never no time. In my opinion, I'm just saying, there's no time limit on when he should leave. I just felt like 2 more years would have done not just Jackson State a good service.
But that's what I'm saying.
But what I will say what he did, because I look at it from because I follow Deion on his platform. What Deion did was come in and show all the other coaches what you should be doing. Meaning, you should be having entertainers here. You should be doing these things and building up your program to have fans come out. Because if you want to be technical, the only reason why HBCUs do not accelerate is because we don't support them.
Right.
It's that simple. Only reason why people came out because Deion had a name.
Right.
But he showed you, but if y'all come out, just me coming out alone wasn't enough in the beginning. Remember, while he was down there, who did he go get? The #1 big dog and of all of Memphis to be, in that, was Mississippi?
I think it's Alabama.
No, where he at again?
Jackson State, I think it's Alabama.
He went and got Dolphin on.
Yeah.
And turned that tone. That he has a big following down there. He went and got the people.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is everything is copycat.
So the other schools need to do the same thing.
If he stayed 2-3 more years, because my thing
it don't have to stay because they still can follow that shit.
Yeah, he gave you the blueprint.
But what I'm saying is, if it's not about the money and you could have already went to any school you want, my thing is, then it's got to be about building up the HBCUs because you didn't have to go there.
It's about as much money he got about legacy.
What was his reason wasn't just I want to show everybody. It's either he built it on his resume, or he want to show.
It's about legacy. He's already rich, so at the end he wanted to show these motherfuckers I could be an NFL coach and be a winning coach.
He wanted to show that I can go to a small school and get a bunch of people that want to come.
No, that wasn't
for
it.
Me.
No,
not just a small school. I could go to any school.
No, that wasn't it. He went to the school who gave him fully control. That's the difference. Most schools will not give him starting out the control he wanted.
And Colorado giving him that.
He in the same way with Colorado. They giving him full control. Like for example, if you watch Deion social media, Deion went to the AD and the president of the school and said, "I need to know what's going on in this concession stand. I need to know what my ticket sales is like."
Right.
They gave him full control to see everything. Now I know where this money is going. I know where that money is going.
I understand.
Which is he would never have gotten at a Temple. Temple not giving him that control.
If originally it's about building HBCU schools up and it's not about the money, What is the reason for going to
since
Colorado?
you keep saying that, how didn't he build that HBCU?
He did, but when he leaves, is going building something up. Building something up is meaning it's gonna like honey.
Building something up is getting it to its highest peak and leaving when it's there instead of leaving when it goes back down to the bottom.
Deion even said it the best. I'm not going to ever be able to recruit them dogs in the middle, as he said. The big guys up front. He's never going to recruit them to come to Jackson State. Now, what I would say is, did he flip one top 5 recruit? Absolutely. Which is the position he played. Any coach in the NFL is going to say, I'm going to draft that kid because he spent 4 years behind the best. If I got a kid right now and I'm Michael Jordan and I had this kid with me every day for 4 years, tell me an NBA team that's not going to draft him. So the top 5 ain't like he flipped the top 5 quarterback. He didn't flip a top 5 receiver. He didn't flip a top 5 linebacker. He flipped a kid.
But he didn't stay long enough to flip.
Because it's not. No.
All it takes is it already started. He's flipping one by one. Now he just won.
So he
now
he
just
10 years
won. You didn't give me.
He flipped the best. He flipped the motherfucker that was so good that the Bama coach was hating on him.
Can I tell you something? The difference is.
That's what I'm saying. HBCU, by year, the more successful he becomes, he's gonna flip more.
Can I ask you a question? How? When HBCUs can't pay that kid $20 million this year to come, when Bama can, how? How?
Pay him.
What do you mean? Under the table like they've been doing. I'm gonna give you this and your mom that. And
you ain't hear Lindell White interview when he said I walked in my room and it was 150 grand there. That's how.
So how is Jackson State gonna compete? Because my kid going over there. If I'm the dad, I'm getting
what I'm saying is, if Deion is at Jackson State running the books like Colorado,
if I got a running back, my kid not going there.
Like he just had
Jackson State ain't got that paper.
Listen, he has the paper.
No, he doesn't.
Why the fuck would he come out his own pocket?
Because he's running the books.
He can't.
He'll get that money back.
Cannot.
That money will come back
No.
Him,
he physically cannot go into his bank account and give a kid that money.
Listen,
he can't.
Let me say this.
My point, so there's ways to get it.
Let me build on as far as building something up. Do you know how colleges like Harvard, Princeton, and all that really survive? From boosters, alumni giving back. Right. So none of these motherfuckers can't say nothing because you got all these black motherfuckers in the NFL, 95% black. A lot of them are rich. Majority of them don't give back. Kyrie didn't even play for HBCU, but he gave back to the HBCU. Okay, so you talking about not building? They not building, so they can't critique him.
You don't think Deion, the longer he stayed over there, he could have started getting them dudes?
You keep talking about it's no time limit. He didn't have to do that.
What you're saying?
No,
you're saying he couldn't start getting these black coaches.
Why did it have to take for Deion to get there? Why they ain't been doing it? A lot of dudes played. A lot of dudes went to HBCUs. Why they ain't give it back?
I don't know.
What black coaches?
I'm not saying black coaches. What I'm saying is he's saying black figures that got money, right?
No, they won't. They won't get back. No, because they'd have been doing it. No.
Listen,
HBCU. You don't think Deion got?
There's only one school. What about all other schools?
That's what I'm saying.
One school.
And my thing is, some HBCUs were doing so bad they were letting white kids in.
Yes.
Okay, but what I'm telling you, man, you can flip it. It start with Deion.
It don't start with Deion. Shit been going on forever, man.
Get a black coach. This is popular. This school, you got 3-4 coaches.
All right, let me ask you a question. Name me 2 other popular black coaches that will come.
Me and Vito was talking about that.
No, we talking about former NFL players. Right. All right, this is the point I was trying to make.
Just trying to be a coach.
No, I'm saying if they were trying to be coaches, any big name former player, why they ain't do it before Deion? Why they got to wait till Deion does it? And then, so say Deion stays for 5 years, and then they start having losing seasons. So then his stock goes down. So why not get out when I'm at the top?
And Deion even said in this situation, it's never a coach that's ever been let go on a high note. You either pushed out or you walk out. It's either one. It's either you're going to leave on your own terms or they're going to get you out of it when you do have it back in. I'm going to tell you why. Because with Deion, let me ask you a question.
What's the brother?
What do you think? How much money
coached all them years?
Grambling.
Yeah, the coach.
They was winning. That's why.
Do you know what
and Deion would have been
winning too.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what Deion was getting paid per year from Jackson State?
I think they said what 300. He got 300 the whole joint,
yeah.
Right? Or was it the whole?
The whole thing.
Right.
He getting 5.5 for 1 year.
But it's not about the money. That's what
it is. Right? No, it is.
I know that. But
listen,
if you're gonna
if
say
it is or if it ain't, I feel like He got enough money. He said it ain't about the money.
Right.
I feel like it's more about he want to be an NFL coach.
No. Can I be honest with you? No, it is. No. It is about the money because what Deion did was, and what people don't really realize, and if you listen to him, he went to Colorado State, but the reason why and I'm taking it a little too far, but the reason why he went to Colorado State is because he's able to hire an all-black staff in Colorado.
He bringing his staff with him.
Oh no, he ain't. Not
Yes, he
everybody.
is.
No. He keeping a lot of people. He keeping a lot of people at Jackson State because he want to keep that.
Yeah,
that
but
firmament.
he's bringing like 4 or 5 people with him, coaches,
Now,
and 10 players.
But not just that, their budget, their pay is crazy now.
Mm-hmm.
He getting them paid like they are head coaches at other schools. He's doing now. You got to realize. Look at it this way. I have a boatload of recruiters. Now I got a boatload of money.
Boosters too.
Not just that. If I can't get this kid for this year, let's say he need a red shirt. I ain't gonna go down Jackson. Go play a year there. I'll bring you right back. You know how many schools do that? Do you know how many little schools Duke got? No. This is real talk. If you can't, big school, hear me out. Big schools, you need a GPA to play at your first year or your second year. You need a certain GPA coming out of high school, certain SAT scores. If you are let's say for example, not really good in school,
Like a G League, basically.
I send you to this JUCO, I send you to this D2,
right,
which is my school. You want to do a year there? I'm gonna give you all the classes you need to pass, and you gonna have all the people. I see you in a year. Now you come on over and transfer over.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Right now,
He got him a JUCO down there in Jackson State.
Right now, to me, it looks like it was just in his best interest for him to Diddy Bop.
Isn't everybody's best interest?
It ain't just him. He ain't the only one benefited. A lot of people benefited around him about this move.
Now let's see. Now let's see this.
As of right now, on paper, these people that you're talking about, the transfers, the coaches he taking with him, they're all benefiting more than the HBCUs.
No,
the HBCUs benefited.
Keep the blueprint. You have to keep the blueprint. I gave you the blueprint. How to make
We wouldn't even be talking about Jackson State right now if they didn't fucking benefit from Deion.
Now, let me ask you this question. How many of them same coaches are on social media giving out game the way Deion be doing for these kids?
Zero.
Where all the kids at right now? They're all on social media. Deion posts all day long on his page.
Listen, he touched on that in the joint. He said, listen, my son, he said he's going to turn y'all into something that y'all never seen because of the exposure he's going to give y'all the same way he did Jackson State. Like I said, Jackson State is being talked about more than big name schools at this point.
Because of where he utilized social media.
In 2 more years, 3 more years, it would have been even bigger.
Now,
we don't know that.
What happens if he fell in Colorado, though? Do he go back to Jackson State?
I don't know. But if he would have failed, if he would have had them down years in Jackson State,
he won't get 5 point. He won't get 5.5 a year.
Listen, I don't see him failing in Colorado because, like you said, motherfuckers want to come play for him, and now this is a bigger school. He had a few recruits come that were big names, but now more because that's a big school and it's more exposure, more TV time.
Still cold as shit out there.
Right. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, they got the motherfucking stadium. They ain't got no dome.
Yeah, but you know what you get out there? You get them big bulls on the front line.
Free weed.
Yeah, and you get them big bulls on the front line, on the offensive line.
Oh, no, he definitely going to get it.
Them corn-fed white boys on the front line.
Right, listen, before we go to the next topic, just yes or no, real quick. Them same guys, them top dogs that's going to Bama and all that, you saying because y'all think because he's at Colorado now, he'll be able to grab some of them away from Bama?
Yeah, he'll be able to get 1 or 2.
I don't think so.
He grabbed the best running back from Bama, and that's the Jackson State.
No. He'll be able to get 1 or 2 because again, it's about
1 or 2, like he would have got at Jackson.
No, because Jackson State can't feed the family like these schools can.
Okay,
that's the big difference.
Yeah. Okay, listen. Nike has announced that they officially cut ties with Kyrie. Y'all surprised? Any thoughts on it? Keep it a C-note.
Kyrie was trying to get out. I don't know if you recall the last couple of pair of sneaks that they made. Kyrie said, I didn't approve that. That is not my design. Nothing had nothing to do with that. Right. He wanted to get out. So
I guarantee I go with that too, but it's still the worst thing Nike ever did because that was the only sneaker that they had that was a flagship sneaker right now. Even LeBron.
Yeah, they gonna lose money.
Mm-hmm. That was their flagship sneaker.
They gonna lose money. How you feel about Nike suing the guy Kool and Omi over the design? Saying it's a trademark infringement.
So doing a little backstory on it, and I follow me a little bit. To me, Umi right. Y'all had a patent that was only for a certain amount of years.
Right.
Once your patent is up, the world is free to do whatever they want with it.
Right.
He capitalized on it. If you look at Umi, certain sneakers, his certain way he designed the sneaker, yeah, it looked something like it, but it's different.
Right.
It's no different than what Fila to me did to Prime.
Okay.
It's no different than what
Payless does to everybody.
Right, yeah, Payless definitely do to everybody.
And I'm gonna take it a little further. I mean, I believe, in my opinion, Nike cop British Nike style a little bit.
Hell yeah.
So to me, everybody did it. You get what I'm saying? So I just look at it as, I think they are more mad because of the fast track Umi is taking off.
Right.
Because if you really know, I forgot the white boy name, but it's a white guy that has the exact same type of sneakers.
Right.
But his just a low cut.
Right.
And they not suing him at all. And he's just as big on social media as Umi.
Right.
But I think this is more so, in my opinion, and I'm going to be real with you, I think this is just the feds breaking him.
Yeah, I shout out to you, Mike, because I don't know the other guy, Kool too much, but I know with Omi, he got some other stuff going on, but like the streaming thing. So I think that's why they basically on his back. But I think Nike do that to everybody. Like if you start popping off it to a certain point, they gonna come. They want their part, and if you're not gonna give them their part, they gonna take you to court. And the reason why I say that, because the first thing I thought about when I seen the guy's sneakers and I looked at the Jordans and all, first thing I thought about, well, why Nike never sued Babe and Apes when they had them? But when you looked at it, when I looked it up, an article come up that they never sued them, but that they own some of Babe and Apes. So I guess they went to them. Like, you know how they're saying they sent stuff to them guys and they didn't reply? I think when they went to them, maybe, because the article that I read, it will be on the screen, basically said Nike took a percentage of Babe and Ape, and that's why they never sued them. So that's what I think. Maybe with the guy Kool could have been that, but I think Omi more so is like what Mike said. It's just like everything. They going to start getting him for everything. Oh, you was selling cars, you ain't break us off. Mm-hmm. We going to get you for that, too. That's me personally.
Well, my thing, I looked up what trademark infringement is, and it says one common example of trademark infringement is where clothing manufacturers attach brand labels to generic items, attempting to have them passed off as authentic.
Right.
All he's doing is taking a style of sneaker and putting his own trademark on it, which is the what the fuck is it? The lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, he's not copying, because at the end of the day, how many motherfucking sneakers look the same? They just got a different logo on it. So if that's the case, everybody's guilty of it.
Right.
So like you said, that's exactly.
But even though what you were saying with Payless and all that, like I think a lot of them sneaker brands be owning them like cheaper versions, because you know, like you might have cereal that makes, I don't want to say it's actually them, but Fruity Pebbles, and then they might make Fruity Flakes or something as a low budget, but they're all the same company. So I don't know.
But he's still not using their logo.
Let's be clear.
No, I'm just saying with Payless getting away, because Payless old. Yeah. They've been doing that for years.
See, with the Babe and Ape situation is, you got to realize also, they could never really go at the Babe and Ape like that at all, because going at the Babe and Ape is going at a Chinese company. Right. You hit their Chinese company, you cut off your supplier now,
which is happening now.
Right,
but
because they're suing whoever was giving them the sneakers and stuff too, right? Like the manufacturer, I read that they was also suing them. So
who is probably most likely making their sneakers anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. That's a whole movie. What's your thoughts on it, people? Nike, they're suing the guy Omi. What's his name? Omi with the Hellcat, right? Mm-hmm. And Kool trademark infringement. People to see, let us know what's your thoughts on it. Anthony Davis. Shout out Anthony Davis. On this show, we've given him hell recently when we talked about basketball. Recently named Player of the Week. He's been getting busy. 10-game stretch, he's going crazy. His last game, 55 points, 17 rebounds, 3 blocks. against Washington. What's your thoughts? Is Anthony Davis back? Keep it as he know.
As long as he stay healthy, he's still good.
What you got to say? Why
Fool's
you shaking
gold.
your head?
He's fool's gold.
Why you say that?
Does it? I mean, even if you look at the game last night, yeah, he went for 55 and 12, but again, it's against Washington. They best two.
What
big.
the fuck? How many other people went for 55 and 12 against Washington?
Let me finish.
No, I will not let you finish. No disrespect, light-skinned Anthony Davis.
I'm light-skinned, brother, and he got cornrows. It makes it even worse for him, man.
Oh yeah, now you make
Yeah. So my thing is, you go for 55 and 12. That's cool, but they big men is Porzingis and goddamn Kyle
17,
Kuzma.
not
Okay.
12. Don't slide him.
All right.
How many other people went for them numbers
but what
on
happened?
them?
Okay, but my question is, what happens when it's time to go up against the big dogs? Because this is my thing.
Have you seen his last?
Wait,
what
wait,
was
wait,
it? Last 9 games?
10. That's
Okay,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That was
All right.
55 against Washington.
Okay,
But what about
last
the
10
9 games
All right,
before that?
Okay, and what's his record?
I mean, you
No,
look at
he
the
has.
record. He just started
He's literally
moving.
He's literally 4 games above the last team in the whole entire West.
What that mean? That don't mean he ain't good. We talking about how good
No.
he is.
What
We
I'm
talking
saying
about the
is,
Lakers.
what I'm saying is, what he has shown these last 10 games is what he always been. This is not me. To me, he's not doing nothing. He's never been.
Okay, that's the
So to
question.
me,
Yeah,
no.
but what I'm saying is he ain't been this.
No,
in
he
over
hasn't.
2
He
years.
hasn't.
All right, but what I'm saying
Is it
but,
you saying it's fool's gold?
because what I'm saying is a small sample.
Okay.
It's a very. We got a long season.
Let me ask you this way: How many of them last 10 games has LeBron played?
I'm not sure. It'll
Think
be
4.
on the
I think that
screen
might
now.
have something to do with
Think
it too.
4.
Well, LeBron not being in the
Think
way.
4.
Yeah. You
But-
know that guy because
but-
even Russ get busy when LeBron.
But
not
what
there.
I'm saying is, at the end of the day, is a small sample size. I don't get hyped for a couple games. I don't. You have to at least give me a full month, 2
Right.
months, a full 2 months. If you show me that you're dominant, then I can say, yeah, he's back.
Well,
But-
he 10 games in. He working on a month.
As long as he don't get hurt, he's
That's
winning the
my-
Man
ball.
just did a backyard the other day, dude, when he came down.
Listen,
AD, when he
that's
grabbed his back.
Listen,
my whole
but
thing.
he been getting busy and he's still being in and out of getting fucked up lately. So come on, man.
I mean, he's doing what he's doing.
What he do.
What he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And to me, is not. To me, I don't get excited by it. I'm not thrilled by it.
You know why you're not thrilled? Because that's what he do.
Right.
But that's what I'm
You ain't
saying.
seen him do that.
Yeah, no,
so that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
So-
a lot of us just thought he was washed because of the injuries. Like he couldn't do this no more.
I know, no. So that's the thing. I never thought he was washed.
No, not you. I'm just saying
Alright.
a lot of people.
For me, he's never been washed. To me, he's lazy.
Yeah.
That's the difference. To me,
I agree.
he's
content.
completely. That's what it is. He know. All right. He didn't hit every mark so far in the NBA career. He's a champion,
Right.
top 75. That means he's a Hall of Famer.
Right.
What else do I need to play with? I'm never going to reach LeBron and his numbers. I'm never going to reach the rebounding numbers. What do I need to play for? But a check, to me, I didn't. When he does this, because as soon as LeBron get his health back, this AD going away.
He's doing my move. He's hurt for if he got a 5-year contract, he's hurt for 4 years, and in the 5th year, he's
That's
gonna
cool.
ball out.
Nah,
Listen.
man,
And
that's my
again,
move.
and again, that's cool.
He on his Kawhi
But-
joint.
Yeah.
Show me you can do this when that monster beside you is rocking and rolling too.
Hey, listen though. Let
He
me
did it for
say
championship,
one
man.
thing about what Vito said. I don't want to make it always look like we bash LeBron because when
No,
AD
you bashed LeBron.
No, listen, because when AD's been out and it's been LeBron and Russ, they've hooped together. It's like all 3 of them can't hoop
Yeah.
together.
That's why they started bringing Russ
them
off the
two,
bench.
when the other 2 on the court with LeBron, they can't do nothing. But if it's just 2 of them on the court, they definitely hoop out.
Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, da, da.